Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? I welcome you back to Mr. Bebane TV. Charlie, yasaba, we are back again. Yasa Tinasi. Bebane TV, yasa Tinasi, Yaji Akunya, Charlie, say about entertainment, sports, anything trending, be a trending, be a rabbit, and I say, discussing the one or two cents as social. As usual, I say, the be a man. Charlie Bebane sports, Yasa Tinasi. The FIFA World Cup in the course of 19 years, Yaji Akunya, you know, say, one of 32 national, say, a couple of matches I told you already. You know, Mr. Tinasi. Matches now to the nini na rabbit ya any atena say rabbit discussing on you better say discussing the one or two cents better so never ba ku menu bi ekoyi like the ekoyi the ankoyi the hu ya ani chine hu the hu ya ani age hu ya better say be biem analysis na be ya ma you know Japan Brazil the ball I say Brazil Japan the starting round of 32 and I mean Brazil Japan should by 2-1 goals from Casemiro. I mean Casemiro ne Gabriel Martinelli, but I mean Japan for the first goal no, in the game, you know Sanu and the first goal no. I mean first half, Japan was leading by 1-0 now. A couple of changes and some tactical brilliance from Carlo Ancelotti in the best game in the dying days of the minutes, you know. But you know, before semester starting, make me be about this Brazilian team, like about the match particular. And I have to say this about this Brazilian team. I don't know. Ancelotti part there was like one day by team some one or two things. But I see it. Ancelotti choosing Igo Thiago over João Pedro there. And toss no man. Like I want me person me who in reasons I would pick Igo Thiago ahead of sorry João Pedro. But it's so good why the 26-man squad or the Aqua tournament. I think say Brazil team. I think say what Brazil need in their team right now João Pedro. And yet the likes of Neymar. I mean so Neymar they my favorite player. You know aside Ronaldo and Messi, Neymar is my favorite player. But I think say Brazil team they don't need Neymar, they need the likes of João Pedro. Hendrick Mobile they only dream, but I think over find Hendrick ne my Igo Thiago I walk up João Pedro with I think say Carlo Ancelotti he needs a lot of explanation to give. But you know, as usual, Carlo Ancelotti called my 4-3-3 formation. I mean Alisson Becker imposed Santos, Gabriel Magalhaes, Marquinhos, Danilo, Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro ne Paqueta and a completed three-man midfield. Now Vinicius Cunha, Ryan. Ever since Rafinha a player Ryan able take it down my right wing position, he hasn't been bad. But I think say against Japan itself, he wasn't bad. By you know, I think say Rafinha shoots in there is a lot. But you know, and I mean Japan. So I mean Japan coaches. So echo I mean 3-4-2-1 formation. Then 2 number 10s. Unda the lead attack. No Maeda ni Ito. And the ball has been 2 number 10. Kameda will feel for Sanu the goal scorer so on. Nakamura ni Dion as the wing backs now. Ito Tomiyasu Suzuki was imposed. Suzuki he has been fantastic in this World Cup. But I think say among for you meeting Brazil. I think say 5 times world champions in the World Cup winners in the I think say that was their last their last stopper. I'm going to be free, but Suzuki wasn't by. I think say I'm hoping say after this World Cup, Albania maybe a bigger move from the current club. But you know, as I said, first half, it was like Brazil for now they were just passing the ball around. As a biggie Messi, they were just doing romance without penetration. You know, they were just passing the ball around. Now I think second half, a little tweak from Carlo Ancelotti. And I think the introduction of Hendrick, was a very good one. And some my later part of the game, I mean, or also the Gabriel Martinelli by Ebe ball as number 10. I said Gabriel Martinelli was like half pocket space, left wing on Vinicius now. Mostly Vinicius now, best stay wide or not. I say or between around a couple of players around him. So that space now will be living in there. That was the space that Gabriel Martinelli was operating from. So that goal that goal was a perfect example. You know, say Bruno Guimaraes is born from that wing sort of cutting like he wanted to shoot, but I think say no space it was Opeda and Tikaka. No one who say Vinicius and Bima what 2 players want to Gabriel Martinelli and running through that space. That through space now my 2 players in Tomiyasu need the lights Ninja 2 people and Guimaraes the ball in the Bruno Gabriel Martinelli he made like you know say Gabriel Martinelli at this position there. Most of the time, Obenya not now. Suzuki wasn't bad in the game. I think say will make a couple of great saves. I think say he was the one that no keeping Japan in the game. But I think say the Carlo Ancelotti side in the Brazil attack. They kept coming in. Obenya that winning goal after Casemiro equalized from Gabriel Magalhaes cross. I think say that cross was a perfect one. That match. I think say neutral fans and supporters of Brazil both I mean Brazil for Japan for Obia enjoy the game. I think say Obia enjoyed everyone enjoyed the game. So I think say 2-1 was a fair result of the game. I think say now definitely we weren't going to experience like young with say I mean more goals to a game. On the other side also Brazil I mean Paraguay so my Argentina Germany football. Paraguay Germany I mean Paraguay match at the end of the 90 minutes Martini and they 1-1 and Paraguay they penalties Argentina for I mean Germany for free 3-4 penalties. You know Paraguay I mean Germany for regional leaguers man as line happening for usual 4-2-3-1 formation. I mean Manuel Neuer was imposed Nakeme, Jonathan Tah, Rudiger, Brown they completely back five now. Indeed Pavlovic ne fell in a ball 2-man midfield now. From Rates, Kai Havertz, Loris Sané, Dennis Unda. I mean, Dennis Unda was now I hear a lot of like he has been like no I said why quite a super star for the German national team, but I think junior leaguers man benching German Musiala starting Unda wasn't the right call for me. To me it wasn't the right call. I think say player why a super star for you know. Where a tournament when yet my league phases now because maybe you lose 3 points and maybe you can bounce back, but when you show a free knockout stages there and this will take you a lot of gamble like do the simple things you know send me kind of and I am Paraguay also call 4-4-2 flat formation. The likes of Ameron insists on go now and my car to be equalizer Alonso Muachiro Gomez and Gil. I mean Gil was fantastic in this game. I mean Paraguay for goalkeeper he was very fantastic. It got to a time like initial game now I think say Paraguay for they were just seeking my penalties now like a open because they had so much trust in their goalkeeper. They were I think some more Gideon like no more Gideon keeper names to the extent said they were thinking like they thought say team taking game on to penalty shootout they might win and I think say Omunya teams writer keeper no and let's say down they won on my penalties. I mean Jonathan my Kai Havertz missing his penalty a lot of my you know say penalties Jonathan Tah penalty in the I think say here or a lot of explanation to give the rest. I mean Sana Mika junior leaguers man I think say the lineup Dennis Unda was a perfect I mean he has been the perfect superstar for this man so I think say starting him wasn't good my right for me and my one thing I'm also like me person me can me name the we all know me name the or both Joshua Kimmich as the my right back. We all know say Joshua Kimmich from the likes of Stuttgart coming to Bayern. I think say my right back now I want to say as a flick be a man ball midfielder like for the past 3, 4, 5 years in there he's been a very pivotal like my key figure in the Bayern national team I mean Bayern and my team as a deep line playmaker or controlling ball. So I think that playing Pavlovic and Felix in Indeka in my midfield profile now is the same. Only proper controller. You have a proper controller in the shape of Joshua Kimmich. Now born as a right back, say when you invert it. You know say Charlie I think say me second idea it makes sense to me. So as a non-leaguers man I'm a Pamona and my Jurgen Klopp never been the my German national team. So moving on, Brazil, I mean Morocco, so and my Netherlands game and they 1-1 and Morocco, so the penalty shootout here Brazil from 3-2 on penalty my year 3-2 on penalties. Yeah, see Bono here and debut. But Ronald Koeman, I think say so far in the three group stages in 4-2-3-1 formation or boy but against the Morocco national team no call 3-5 3 back formation like 5 back 3-4-2-1 formation here 2 double number 10 go the gap on some of the ball as the number 10 John and my Brian Bobby lead the attack. Frankie de Jong and my Gavin Beck the ball with my as the base midfielders. Then Fraser as the right my right wing back. Sorry, Van de Ven as my left wing back and Nathaniel Ake, Van Dijk, Van Hecken and Fabregas in another post. I think say he decided to go for 3 back system now. I think say now was some research about it, but I think say that wasn't it for me. But the game if you check statistics and information I mean possession everything about the game was all about the Moroccan national team. But I think Netherlands for the first goal go from the gap on the first goal the man Netherlands for now I mean inside the Opubenya equalize and late in the game I'm taking game into extra time to the penalty shootout. I mean Morocco for the winning on penalty shootout and the likes of Hakimi winner say on penalty by side by winning by playing the final I mean all winning penalty Mazraoui has been fantastic in this World Cup. You know, Morocco's national team, as usual, the usual formation in my lineup, from group stages. I think it's only third match and then a couple of changes. Aside that, lineup on the boom, you see Boni impose, Hakimi, Diop, Red, Mazraoui, Boadi, Charlie Ibrahim Diaz, Onahi, Sabari, like couple players, you know, Mobona, and Omaba, you know, Moroccan national team. I think it's a Moroccan national team. They are wanted in my. I'm person better in my 2026 World Cup. No, so I'm team better than Croatia semi-final. When I was so sign Elkobio. So they won my 3-2 penalties. I think say Moroccan national team. They one team we should watch out for them. And sorry, moving on the other side. So no, Cote d'Ivoire and my Norway game no and they 2-1. Norway beating Cote d'Ivoire by 2-1. You know say Mesa Sisubio 2026 FIFA World Cup in the best starting. I made a video like I make teams countries are saying we should watch out for them now. I said 2 countries, Norway national team and Cape Verde. Cape Verde is yet to play. They are yet to play Argentina in their round of 32. I think say they play in Argentina. It's different. Their last one, but they haven't been bad. They bad. Make us bad. Norway national team also. They beating Cote d'Ivoire by 2-1. Goes from Nusa and Erling Haaland. Ahmed Diallo free bench Babenya and my equalizer and then Haaland combo winning goal. So Cote d'Ivoire 4-3-3-5 formation. For Fana post for Fana was imposed. The likes of Diego Sono, Kasim Kese Sangare Mo Fifi Pepe Boni Diomandi. You know, Senamika, you know, Diallo free bench by Eben making a difference. You know, like he really had a fantastic game, but Oman team stand no way for attack, you know, no way for so-called 4-3-3-5 formation. Solot, Haaland, Nusa. That 3-man midfield. 3 players normally the attack, Berg, Odegaard. And we completed 3-man midfield. Then Ajamos were but you know, Odegaard so hasn't been bad in this World Cup. Berg doing the defensive work, most of the interception and the tacklings. Now we're in the boss, the man. Odegaard play fantastic number 10 creativity the more on bed and begging so boss to boss energy level no was right. I think say no way for no they haven't been bad on New Sound the right wing playing fantastic football. Haaland so far so good, 5 goals in the World Cup solo nation that good tournament, but I think say he hasn't been that bad also. So their next France also so they share 5 by 3-1. That match it was so obvious. So they found that was their last stop. Didier Deschamps is back. He's back to America. I think say yes say name America baby or call France, but I think say this match he is back and on my touchline on. Also called the usual 4-2-3-1 formation. I think say a couple of changes. Desire Dio ko bench Bakula and Nod and at you and so called bench Lucas Digne and Nod. You know, Mbappé and I didn't view Mbappé bought 2 goals, you know, and Grand Porter so side Grand Porter so side on so they call and my 4-2-2-5 formation. The likes of Lindelof, Anthony Langa, Ayari, Bagville, Isaac, Jokeres in the lead attack. You know, Sweden for goalkeeper now. He was fantastic. So I think say France Fonya, I think 25 shots, 11 shots on target in Almunia and 3 goals or so. That and my keeper like that match specifically keeper catch my Michael Olise say no way, like today no way for you. I'm stopping all the attacks. Like he had a fantastic game, but Mbappé so yeah the debut Mbappé getting 2 fantastic goals. Michael Olise Sunya to my 2 assists we game or assisting Mbappé go back or assisting Bakula to go back or Bakula Sunya 1 goal on Dembele so like but Dembele and Nyago matching by on your assisting so so many money Rabiot Monfils they've been fantastic. Moving on France moving on to the next round of 32. I'm also they still stand a chance of going to the final because they haven't been bad. They are really playing good football, good football. Moving on, Mexico so you could have shot in 2-1, 2-0. Mexico you could have filmed the Jimenez Munya go Honoma, equal the Fosunya red card. So the likes of Caicedo also their tournament are their tournament is over. On the other side, so moving on, England so DR Congo game also echo. So at the end of the 90 minutes England check Congo shame DR Congo by 2-1. On the 7th minute now, DR Congo for their first goal, but I think say you know, Hurricane and I didn't even be getting 2 late goals. I'll be reading game now. MIE for no. England for no. You know, Thomas Tuchel so called the usual 4-2-3-1 formation. I think say or yes, some small change be man. This time Marcus Rashford in your not starting game no, but Anthony Gordon for bench. So Spence Konsage O'Reilly and I pick for back 5. Addison, Declan Rice, and they call a 2-man midfield. Madueke, Jude Bellingham, Rashford, and a Hurricane leading lines. Jude Bellingham as the number 10. You know, first half, you know, as I said, on the 7th minute in a DR Congo for your first goal, but I think say in my second half, Thomas Tuchel some 1 or 2 changes. Anthony Gordon being 2 assists for assisting to my Hurricane 2 goals. And DR Congo so called my 4-3-3 flat formation. My Mpasi, DR Congo for goalkeeper. He really had a fantastic game. I mean, the first half specifically, we making a couple of great saves. He keep DR Congo for into the game. I think say. Omobabe so late in the game by 2 goals to Hurricane, you know. Wan-Bissaka, the likes of Wan-Bissaka and Bemba to Azembe Manso and my Masawa Kumun and completely back 5 and I mean back 4. And you know, Sadiki Musu and FIFA. I mean, you want Risa back my Mbuku. I mean, Bakangu, I think say Bakangu and starting game, you know. It's not I think say Bakangu and starting game. I think so started from bench, you know. And by idea could go for one year bad, you know, getting a draw against my Portugal for Amulusu 1-0-2. I mean, Colombia no share about the strength by 3 goals to 1 and by round of 32. So the I also homogeneous the 2022 World Cup now Abaneria Buffy. Always all the time, no African countries in the first goal. Now man management. I think say game management in a couple of changes be and a mobile game bar. The DR Congo match in India, I think say mean blame coaching. I think say Hurricane England 14 now the better side of the game on the other side, so Belgium, so Senegal. Belgium coming from 2 goals down to beat Senegal by 3 goals there. I mean Senegal for 2 brilliant goals. Belgium for no late in the game. Lukaku no Yuri to remain Benya. I mean late equalize 2 goals no taking almost game look extra time late I mean late in the game. I mean Yuri tournaments equal win the penalty or non-cassa sign converted penalty the 2 so they won by 3 goals to 2 as I said goes to from Senegal goes to I mean Diarra and Ismail Assad in your game. Ismail Assad 4 matches in the World Cup, 4 goals, 1 assist. He hasn't been bad. I mean 1 year bad. I mean, Belgium so coach called my Belgium Rudy Garcia, Belgium coach called from the usual 4-2-3-1 formation. Courtois imposed Courtois more post. I mean Courtois kept his post and definitely Courtois make it in post. Timothy Castagne, Yuri Teremes, Kevin De Bruyne to Ressard, Kevin De Bruyne de Cataria. Omuni Nanya not necessarily. I mean Lukaku now a bench or Amadou Nana Moon now a bench or almost free bench by I will be making a couple of changes in my I will best sign game I mean Belgium for very rainy yet. Papitia also my Senegal coach so called 4-4-2 flat formation, you know, Benjamin Mendy plenty, you know, Diao Ninya no theater size size in Charlie, you know, I mean Papitia also the usual 4-3-3 flat formation. I mean so I'll make a couple of changes. I mean Benjamin Mendy plenty, you know, Diao Ninya no in theater Munya, Ismail Akobs Munya not in start I mean Ismail Akobs in start here na do for bench, theater Nyane not in start here, Diarra Gay this again guy in a pub guy and I completely man made from Kamara or Ben this time around in Diai sa and I said you man in the attacks Nicolas Jackson in the lights must free bench by or mobile do maybe about or man stand next test now like I'm disappointed a lot of us. I think say San and American almost all the time, you know. African countries in your first goal no Baba lose game late in the game. So moving on the other side, so no USA so change USA. I mean Boston are sharing 2 goals to 0 here. 2 goals to 0. Goals for Balogun and Tillman. And yeah, about direct free kick share. Balogun yeah, SI red card in the game. I mean US for the host nation almost they haven't been bad. Almost so Pochettino on the usual 4-1-4-1 formation. You know, Balogun the lead the attack, you know, the likes of Richard Smith, you know, McKennie, for Pulisic. This time our Pulisic, I mean, he was fitter with Mr. T game, Robinson, Richard Smith, as I said, and I mean. Boston and Fosso call 5-32 5-32 formation line up on the call and last night I didn't say Komoso on but Obantiman stand there and my US for Jano Musugo so Balogun hasn't been bad in this tournament but I think say that red card now Onya in the game no and make a lot of difference. But I mean, her team, but already they were in control of the game, so she done how So moving on the other side, so Spain is on Austria. Spain beating Austria by 3-0. Luis de la Fuente side beating Austria by 3-0. Oyazabal Enya 2 goals or one. My Pedro Porro back. Croatia has been fantastic in this tournament. So Samsung 2 assists for one. By man of the match, the controversy Sneakers have been by Obiabo 2 goals, Obiabo 2 assists one. I'm the man of the match. We all don't know why, but you know. As I said, we use the La Fuente so-called 4-2-3-1 formation. The usual lineup in my formation up Unai Simon, imposed Pedro Porro, Kubase, Emirates Laporte, Cucurella, Rodrigo, Pedri, Olmo, Yami Lamar, Alex Bena, Oyazabal. I'm the leader type. The likes of Ferran Torres moved free bench by Mikel Moreno, you know. Fabian Ruiz moved by Gabi Moon in free bench by and Austria. So Rafael so-called usual 4-2-3-1 formation. The likes of Kevin Danson and David Alaba, Sabista, Poch, command liner. Marco Anatovic Musu free bench by Omobeye, but I think say my Spain for Luis de la Fuente side Spain for they were just controlling the game less price center for the likes of Pedri and control game they handling game things went my Austria for them team stand now they lost by 3-0. So Spain for so are through to the next stage of the competition. I think say Omobe meeting Portugal in the next stage of this competition. And speaking of Portugal so Croatia game no call so Portugal Croatia shared by 2-0. Yeah, I mean 2-1. I mean Croatia for crying goal and first goal Ivan Perisic, Cristiano and Ronaldo the penalty but take and my Gonçalo Ramos a free bench by Benya late goal. I mean Croatia following a couple of goals with match Nima and referee referee so so for offside some of the decisions so VAR over 10 years VAR over 10 years so late in the game in the 90+4 and Gonçalo Ramos winning goal 90+10 or 90+12 or so Gado Benya things enya go not doing say what Croatia for no VAR so called checking or say my friend there was some offside situation somewhere, you know. Portugal, Roberto Martinez scored the usual 4-2-3-1 formation, Cancelo, Luis Diaz, Roberto Vieira, Nuno Mendes, and Diego Costa in the completely back five. João Neves, Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Cristiano Ronaldo in the completely first 11, you know. João Felix called bench, you know. This time around, Rafael was fantastic in the game. But we need to talk about Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, João Neves. This three-man midfield, no, you know, say just in this season, they were fantastic for their respective clubs. Normally, they were the talk of the moment. Even prior to the World Cup, they were saying people were saying, say, my three-man midfield was here, like midfield was here, sure, money more was this three-man like is this three-man midfield? But I think say. I'm gonna live up to expectation. I'm gonna let a lot of people down. The likes of Mene or Mama can I'm gonna let it down. But I think say their match against France and Spain in the round of 16 in there. Also I'm gonna give you up I'm almost stepping up. And yes, I think say the likes of Pedri, Rodrigo Castagne, Daniel Momo, Ebetria for Moswako, and Croatia for so Zlatko Dalic so called 4-2-3-1 formation. You know, Perisic in the ball as a left back, Guardiola as an equal bench this time around, and you know, Stanis Moho, Luka Modric, Kovacic, Susic, Aquano Shegana for no, and with my Budamemo, Charlie almost you meet my but the last dance by Modric and Freeman they lost by 2-1. And Switzerland and Sonny and by Algeria. Switzerland beating Algeria by 2-0, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, so far, how did DBC? Ladies and gentlemen, how did DBC? Video not along because matches in the brain, now I told you, matches in the brain, I told you. So, and I have more a couple of technical challenges being our video that delay but I mean, I am back. We are back. I did content in the brain. My teams at least one of by my 2 or 3 matches, 4 matches be told you be shoot video near post you my videos no like my matches in those na compile matches in my video name MBA long. So ladies and gentlemen, so far matches in the NBC Argentina and Cape Verde match in young course and a couple of matches Ghana Colombia, so few matches so because I you best about it discuss. So ladies and gentlemen, how DBC so far out send the be catch we go meet again. We see a better. You best say